Hey guys! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Boom Shaka and I welcome you to my channel. I'm so grateful as always that you guys are listening, subscribing, and commenting on my channel. I appreciate the support. As always, if you guys are interested in supporting me further, you're more than welcome to go to my Patreon link. The link is in the description below. And you can support me by giving me $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you guys prefer. In this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about forgiveness. And this is actually one of my big lessons for this year. I've been noticing that this lesson has been coming up over and over and over again. And as I've told you guys, there is a reason for these lessons poking us in the shoulder or in the head or wherever it might be. They're telling us that they're important. The universe is trying to get our attention. And a lot of times, because we're distracted, because we are on Netflix or reading our mangas or whatever we do, we don't listen to the lesson the first time around. And the universe knows that perhaps. And the universe is forgiving herself, itself, whatever you want to call it. And so she sends the message over and over again because she knows that's important for us to hear it, right? And I've been getting this message of forgiveness. And that's one of the reasons why I've been doing a lot of videos about how I've been reversing my door slams and not door slamming people anymore. And if I need to remove someone from my life or not talk to them anymore, then I actually have a conversation with them or try to have a conversation with them where I say, I'm sorry, I don't think our energy is working together anymore or jibing. I'm not jibing with your energy anymore. Maybe I think it's time for us to take, separate paths and maybe we shouldn't be friends anymore, Obviously, I do it in a very nice way and I try to do it in a way where they're all right with it. If they're not, that doesn't really matter anyways, of course, because I'm doing this not to door slam anyone. I don't want to just ghost people or just leave them and then not talk to them. I want to be able to have a conversation like a mature adult, even though I'm pretending to be one, right? But I've noticed this specific tendency in me to hold on to grudges, or at least it was the case for the past 30 years of my life, 35 years, that I have this tendency to hold grudges and resentments for a long, long, long time. And I think I kind of learned it from my mother. My mother has this tendency as well, and she's actually dealing with something right now where she's unable to forgive. And I noticed the toxicity and the stress that it puts under her body under and her mind under. She's totally, completely mentally exhausted, physically and spiritually exhausted, because she's holding on to this immense toxic energy of being unable to forgive, right? And so the other person that is not being forgiven by her, he's or she is fine. They're just sitting around doing their thing, living their life. They are unaffected by it. But my mother, on the other hand, is dealing with a lot of grievances and a lot of aggression and a lot of negativity within her, which is causing her to be unable to sleep at night. It's causing her to gain a lot of weight because she's doing stress eating or lose a lot of weight, going through the yo-yo cycle. And it's just not good for her in general, right? Like all of that stress is just going to result in future diseases and sicknesses and illnesses that you don't really want. Who wants that kind of stuff, right? Especially when it's so easy to just say, okay, I'm going to start the process of forgiveness and forgive that person, not for them, but for us, for me, for my health, right? And I'm constantly telling her this. I'm always telling her, I'm like, it's not for that other person. You're not forgiving for them. That's not the point of this. You're forgiving so you can let it go, so your heart can be cleared of this toxic energy and you can move on, right? That's the important aspect of this. And that's the same lesson that I'm getting, as I said, and the same lesson I want to tell you guys to get as well, or to inculcate to you guys, or to try to transmit to you guys with my eyes. So the point of this video is that forgiveness, now of course we can door slam and we do all of these things, but it doesn't mean that sometimes we're able to let go of these people very easily and we don't hold them in our hearts. We don't hold any resentments or grudges inside of us. I mean, that's perfect. You're able to let go. Cool. You don't even think about that person. But a lot of times I've noticed that even though I think that I have let go of this person, when I actually do a forgiveness meditation, when I try to do a forgiveness circle or a forgiveness exercise, that person is still within me, causing me a little bit of ache, a little bit of pain, a little bit of resentment, a little bit of grudge, right? And so that energy is still within me, even though I thought that I'd let go of it. And so I really want you guys to start thinking about all those people who you might be holding a grudge for inside of yourself. that you are holding all this toxic energy within you for. Now, it might be someone that you're like, no, this person's absolutely unforgivable. I cannot forgive them. No matter what you say, I'm going to keep this resentment inside of my heart forever and ever. They cannot be forgiven. They're terrible people. I'm not telling you guys to forget what they've done. I'm telling you to forgive them, not for them, but for yourself, right? And I get a lot of messages from you guys telling me this, that you are unable to forgive this particular person. A lot of times it's your parents, and I get it. It's hard sometimes, the way sometimes parents deal with you. You're like, why would you do that? And you want to not let go of it, and you don't want to let go of that hurt. Or it might be a partner from the past. I get it. I understand. And I always tell the same thing to all these people that I'm going to tell you guys. The forgiveness aspect is for you. Because if you hold on to this hurt for the rest of your life, for the rest of eternity, not only for this lifetime, for the next lifetimes too, this energy is going to hold you back. It's going to hold you down, and it's going to deplete you. It's going to tire you out. You're going to roam around on your days, during your days. You're going to get up in the morning and you're going to be exhausted. And you're going to take care of yourself. You're going to do everything right. You're going to eat all your kale. You're going to eat your salads and your green leafy vegetables. You're going to get as much sleep as possible. You're going to drink your 8 glasses of water. You're going to get rid of people that are not supposed to be in your life. But you're still going to have this toxic energy holding you down. And no matter what you do, what else you do, it's still going to deplete you. It's going to make you feel like you're not a human being anymore. You're not going to have the energy to do anything else. And I noticed this in myself, and I noticed this in other people, especially as I said, my mother. I'm observing her, and I'm noticing how toxic this energy can be without us being aware of it. We think we've given it up, or we think it doesn't really matter. It's just one person, and I'm just holding a little bit of resentment. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I get angry about it occasionally. Yeah, I think about it all the time. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night angry about it. Sometimes I cry about it, but it's okay. It's just a little bit of energy. It's not just a little bit of energy, especially if you're cleansing yourself and doing all this stuff. You're going to notice that this energy is really going to hold you back, right? Because basically, it's not only is it occupying a part of your mind, because you're always thinking about it, in the background at least, in your subconscious mind, in your unconscious mind, but also it's holding a lot of space in your heart, right? A lot of that space that should be occupied by love, or self-love, or self-care, or abundance, or positive, whatever good thoughts that you want to have in there, or thoughts in general, are being occupied by this energy, right? And negative energy, as you guys know, is very potent, right? Negative energy always takes up more space and has more energy to it. You devote more energy to negative thoughts and negative energies than to positive stuff, right? It's just the way it is. You need, I think, 10 positive thoughts to negate one negative thought. And I think the same kind of thing applies to energy itself. I'm sure you need a lot of positive energy, a lot of meditation, a lot of nature walks, a lot of good time with friends in order to negate this negative energy that's within you, this forgiveness energy that the person that you're not able to forgive, this resentment, this toxicity. It's very, very harsh on your body. It's very harsh on your spiritual body too. Because instead of your soul being able to let go and be able to deal with this stuff, it's sitting there and mulling on it and being covered by this smudgy, slimy energy, right? It's being masked by it. And you're not able to be yourself because all day long, you're walking around with this slimy mask on top of your body, on top of your heart, on top of your spirit, right? I hope I've convinced you. No, seriously though, it's really important. If you are listening to this, you probably have 1 or 2 people. Everyone has. Not even every person on this planet probably has 1 or 2 people that they're holding on to this negative energy towards. Perhaps they did something to you when you were a child. Perhaps they did something to you when you were an adult. Perhaps they're still doing something to you, right? I obviously recommend don't keep these people in your life. I'm not saying that, embrace them and tell them to slap the other cheek. Perhaps that's your way of doing things. But I'm not saying that that's the way I'm recommending it. Of course, let go of those people. Don't keep them in your life if they're toxic to you, but also let go of them from your heart. Don't hold on to them in your heart either, because it's just going to bring you down in a way where you're not even observant of it, right? You might be like, why am I so tired all the time? It's because this energy is holding you back. It is pulling you down and you don't even realize it. Now, I'm specifically speaking to all of the INFJs in this video, obviously, but everyone can obviously benefit from this. But on energy specifically, we have this thing where we hold grudges and resentments, right? Sometimes we're able to let it go, and that's awesome if you are. But I know that sometimes I cannot, and I hold it, and it just really tires me out. And I'm sick of it. I don't want to devote my energy to that anymore. I want to devote it to stuff I really care about, fun stuff, good stuff, creative stuff, right? And so I'm really trying as much as possible to let go, let go, let go, let go. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Don't forget, but just forgive for your own sake. I hope this makes sense to you guys. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. And if you guys want to support me further, obviously go on to my Patreon link. It's in the description below. And you can support me by giving me $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you prefer. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.